Good morning, good afternoon. So this is going to be a specific reading done for a specific person. Um, I just wanted to give this brief introduction so that we kind of transition into the actual reading itself. I'm hoping that this will be of some value to those who are looking for answers through astrology. Again, so my name is Jose. This is a reading done through asteroids because it is microastrology. It's not an official term, by the way, the word microastrology. It's not, but I'd like to say that I want to coin the term, but it doesn't matter. The point is that I'm helping someone, and it's they're helping me by, showing that this is a wonderful gift. It's wonderful. I have fun actually a lot with asteroids because it gives a lot of details. Unfortunately, because this is usually you're pressed for time and all those kind of things. This is only about like an hour or so, which is for a lot of people a lot already. But when it comes to clients getting their clients or people that I'm helping, or in mediumship they call it sitters, whatever they're getting, as long as it helps them and as long as it helps others, that's what's important. It's what's going to provide not only knowledge but sort of practical tools, which I actually tried to do and make with this video. So I'm just gonna let you watch the video itself, and I'm gonna sort of just end it there. And then I think that's it. Yeah. So enjoy. Thank you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Cool. So that was
Cool.
recording before. Okay. Cool. As long as,
Cool.
even if it breaks out, that's totally fine. Okay, as long as you get to reading as well, that's still cool. It's good practice for me too. I mean, I've been doing this for a while, so. All right. So
Perfect.
let's see what we have here. Okay, your first question was, sorry, direction, right? Where you headed.
Yeah.
Okay, all those kind of things. Okay, let's see here. Yeah. So okay. So direction, and then let's see what we can So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show a bunch of different charts actually.
Okay.
What if I just do it this way first? No, if I just do that, it'll just be messy. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Um. Okay. Okay. So what I've seen so far is I'm going to tie this to back to the south node, where I
Okay.
don't know if you know much about the nodes. By the way, when I record, I'm going to be getting a little vocab. I try not to do that though, to kind of simplify things. What I've seen is like in your past you have a lot of gifts. So what I'm gonna do also is I'm gonna, because I consult my little cheat sheet. It's not actually a cheat sheet. It's like 800
Mm.
pages of stuff. So what I'm gonna do
Sweet.
is, let's see if I can get. Okay. So one of the things I notice is that um, in past lives, you're kind of in question about what kind of work you were doing in the past. Not just this past life, but like other. I don't know if you're familiar with parallel lives, Bashar.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, for
awesome.
sure, for
Okay,
sure. And it's
okay,
very interesting that I've been kind of on this path for like 4 years.
yeah,
Past lives, I've heard about them throughout the years, but they've never been of interest to me
hmm,
up until 3 months ago.
okay,
3 months ago, they made themselves present, and I was like, oh, hello there. Okay.
okay. Yeah, so what I notice is one of them is about how you have doubts about, you have a lot of what's called retrograde planets in your south nodes, including Chiron. Um,
Okay.
But what's attached to your South Node? I'm going to start with South Node because I feel like that's going from the past to now.
Okay, cool.
Um, so we have here several what I call asteroids that are attached to your South Node. What that often signifies is gives me details about what that could have been. Okay, and
Okay.
this could also still apply to your life. As Pam Gregory, an astrologer, renowned astrologer, says, astrology is a language of probability. So that means that
Okay.
anything can happen. Any choices you could have made could have been here, could have been here, right? So quantum physics states this, that there's infinite possibilities, literally infinite possibilities.
Hmm.
Bashar says the same thing.
Yes.
So Um,
Okay.
so in the past, there are several things that you are probably healing from. I have
Hmm.
here the asteroid Mullo, which is based was named after a Celtic god. He was about honor. He was about reputation, high esteem, things, initiative. Okay. He was about mm, just being important, significance, right?
Hmm.
So in this case, what it's showing me that in the past you might have had doubts about standing out, standing up, standing for something,
Yes.
right? Um,
Yes.
yeah. But
Standing out. This links to what I was telling you. The one of the lessons that are coming through is being okay with not necessarily standing out, being seen.
yes,
Um,
absolutely.
Hence I said it's okay for the YouTube because like Spirit is telling me that's okay. That's what's needed.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Awesome. Do you? Sorry.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let me double check your chart here. I probably should have technically noticed this. Um, Your sun is conjunct the North Node, which is a beautiful thing. I've never seen that before. Or have I seen that before? That means your path forward to the unknown is literally shining in your own way.
Oh wow.
But because your sun is
Wow.
yeah, but because your sun is in the eighth house, you not only Cancer, you have Scorpio tendencies as well. So you like
This
things
is interesting.
you really resonate, your heart resonates, and your soul is calling you to resonate with transmutable, transformative, and transformational processes and experiences.
Hmm.
Whereas in your past lives, you were kind of
Yes.
like it was in Capricorn, so just like you were very much like a hermit, right?
That's so interesting.
Yeah,
Past life was in Capricorn?
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Well, I wouldn't say
Interesting.
necessarily side
Okay.
Capricorn. I mean, astrology.
Oh,
Yeah, and I
yeah.
just want to make sure this is clear to the world that a lot of times when we look at um, concepts, right, as humans, we like to label things. It's okay to have labels, but they're
Yes.
stepping stones, as
Yes.
Eckhart Tolle puts it. It's like words, right?
Yes.
So when I say Capricorn, it
Okay.
doesn't necessarily mean like only that, but around that sort
Yes.
of feel of that archetypal energy.
That energy. Yes, that makes
Yes,
sense to me.
yes,
That makes
very,
sense to me.
yeah, very much in the
Okay.
desire of perfecting things, succeeding. Success was a huge thing for you. You were probably in several parallel lives, or many of them. You were probably like really wise, but also at an either young and really wise, or just old and also wise. So,
Yeah.
you could have been also like a
Okay.
grandparent for many, many times in your past lives or
Yes.
parallel lives.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
you could have also gotten into a lot of conflicts and what do you call this? There was a lot of, I guess you could say, issues, right? Wanting to be in control of things. You probably were part of
Hmm.
some sort of invasion. Let me double check here if it's. Ah, okay.
Oh.
Um, it
Okay.
is. Okay, Mulla is square Didymos. So there must have been some sort of like partnership that you had in some sort of workplace because we have here a square aspect to Mullo to the asteroid Didymos. Didymos is the ancient Greek word for twin. But twin is not just twin. It
Twin.
means like it could also mean like a twin flame. It could mean
I
a
was gonna
partner. Yeah.
ask, could it be because that I think a twin flame or a soulmate or something has walked into my life 3 months ago, but and before I wasn't even sure if I fully believed that, but after meeting this person, I'm like, there's no ways I can't believe it. Everything is just completely mirrored, and he just happens to be Capricorn now, which is
Alright,
interesting.
that makes sense. Do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
so you get along with him or no?
Yeah, absolutely. Like in every single way. And yes, there are some arguments from time to time, but like the way that they're dissolved is almost effortless.
So
Um,
so you must have been doing a lot of shadow work because
yeah.
okay, that's wonderful because typically when people don't do shadow work, what I see in their charts and they have it sometimes the charts will reveal some sort of opposition or
Yes.
thing, but in your chart I don't
Yes.
really see it. It's not that strong, but
Yeah.
I think if it came to your family, maybe
Yeah.
there's something there. If the
I've been
person,
having some
yeah,
strange family dreams the
uh,
last week. And in fact, I don't know if it's possible, but one of the dreams, the one night my sister called me, she was in the same dream at the same time. But she's in South Africa and I'm in Sri Lanka. And she's like, I'm at the bottom of a mountain running away. And I'm like, I'm at the top of the mountain and I was telling like people to run away. And I'm like, that what is going on? And then
Okay.
yeah, I figured it had to be something ancestry if it linked us both.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe something.
yeah. Well,
I don't know.
you're still very young. So what's happening here is that what I call what in astrology we call like a progression chart. I don't see a lot of huge
Yeah.
changes up to like I dated this for November 23. So
And sorry,
I date
until November 23?
yeah, I dated your chart like what you call like your progress chart. It means that how you changed over time compared to how you were when you were born.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay, that's cool.
yeah, right now I'm seeing though that you have I think there's a lot of transformational process going through literally on a physical level, but also possibly like I don't know if you have any physical concerns about I don't know if are you let me see here. Let me double check. Person in 15 degrees. I'm kind of jumping into medical astrology here, but there's something to do with your body, something to do with the thighs, the legs. Could be like muscle stuff. Could also be waste management, like your any excretion of waste or toxins in your body, but also wounds,
Hmm.
things that you need to heal physically,
Wounds.
like headaches as well is part of possibly part of that. The endocrine system.
Possibly.
The endocrine system is part of this, but we're not going to medical astrology. I just thought your ascendant is progressed now into
Yeah.
Sagittarius. You no longer have this ascendant in Scorpio, so that means well, not no longer. You still have that. You're still very secretive.
Hmm.
Very you. When you were young, you probably liked dark clothes or very dark colors, right? Um, and you're
Yes.
probably the one who wanted to be in control. But as you progress, as you got older, your whole body
Hmm.
tends to be relaxed a little bit more. I don't know if you
Hmm.
noticed that, but it is still going through transformational
Yes.
process. So yeah,
Yes. I
so
would say that's along with finding spirituality because I didn't have this support when I was younger. I found it, like I said, 4 years ago.
yeah,
And so since then, doing shadow work, learning about shadow work, everything's changed.
yeah.
Yeah.
So good,
Yeah.
good to know.
Yeah.
What I also notice now is that your what is this one here? Jupiter is conjunct your north node now, so you're being more called to expand, probably go into some sort of like deep transformational sort of healing kind of business, or maybe you yourself are
Mm.
transforming because you're. This is a progression chart, so I don't necessarily feel like you're going to experience physical excess. That's usually what
Yes.
Jupiter represents. But
Yeah.
it has something to do with I don't know if digestion is part of this one, but on a more esoteric, psychological and also energetic level, there's something about what am I seeing here? Bridging things, kind of being in a cohesive state with what you, I guess, what you need to transform, what your soul is calling you to transform to. Sorry, one
Yes.
second here.
Yes.
Why am I not getting that here?
Hmm.
1 second. Oh, here we go. Okay. So let's see. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. I feel like a lot of it is not. I feel. Um, do you feel like in your past you experience a lot of being misunderstood, and you kind of have to start over, like emotionally
Yes.
misunderstood at least?
Yes.
Okay.
I think in every way, my family's split families. So like even in each family with my mom, with my dad, with my stepmom, stepdad at school, then changing school because each time I'd go to a new school. So like each time just beginnings get understood, something would change. And then new people, new understanding.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, so for sure.
Your Venus has progressed into your eighth house, so that, or rather, it's progressed into conjunct with at least here Mercury. So now you're feeling like how you communicate with other people helps you actually grow. right? And also expressing your, it's it's interesting. It's like actually trying your Uranus here, but you have Uranus in retrograde. So growing up, you didn't feel like this whole I can actually break from. You were kind of very standard, in a family. You had to be the standard kind of person. You couldn't be different, but yet you yourself have this internal desire and this personal belief to be different and unique and an individual, right? Which in
Yes,
itself,
yes.
yeah, you're very I love this. You're very realistic when growing up, but internally
Mm,
there's some process in you that want to transform that and transcend that. You have Neptune conjunct your nadir, but it is
mm,
trying to Saturn and actually it's a bunch of asteroids here. Erato, Dejanira, Balder. So there's something about finding your true joy when it comes to your spirituality. It's tied to gifts that you probably have taken for granted or forgotten or is somewhere in the subconscious. Or as Bashar puts it, it's not really the subconscious isn't actually here down there. It's actually out there. Yeah.
interesting.
So
Okay.
um, do you find that let me see here. Do you go through a lot of relationships in spiritual communities or in a spiritual community sort of thing? Like, not when I say relationship, I don't mean love. Could be, but any sort of
Yes.
friendship that you feel like it's kind of short lived sometimes, you kind of just,
Uh, Maybe not short-lived. So back in South Africa, I was part of a holistic wellness center, which is where I learned spirituality
yeah,
over the 4 years, and I made some beautiful friendships there. However, all these friendships are in South Africa. So when I travel, I struggle to meet friends of that same caliber who just
yeah,
know, like, we're the same. I don't
okay,
know. We're all the same, of course,
okay.
but like, I don't need to explain all these other teeny tiny little things.
That's
I
right.
find a lot of the people I meet, yeah,
Okay,
um, are somewhat sort of spiritual, but like my friends get it. They get it. They get it. So
okay,
yes, when I'm away from home, I think I don't really meet as many friends. Then I tend to stick to my own and I do my classes and I meet people and I help people here and there.
yeah,
But as for like solid friendships when I'm out and about, like now living in Sri Lanka, not really.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
definitely, it feels like you have a very, I guess you can say, what do I call this here? Do you tend to Are you very, would you consider yourself very highly like spiritual, like you're very drawn to it? It actually makes you happy, like it gives you kind of this,
Yes.
okay.
This is kind of what I want. Yes. When I find I meet people that aren't resonating that, then I tend to pull away a little bit. Hence,
Yes.
my friends are of the same. They're also highly spiritual. So when I'm back home, it's so easy to get along with. And then
Okay.
when I'm out and about, I don't tend to meet that many highly spiritual people.
Okay. So this is where it becomes a
Yeah.
bit of a challenge because what's happening here is that, um, let's see here. You kind of, there's a strong belief, you have a strong belief when it comes to, very idealistic when it comes to your personal beliefs. So that means that, but what happens with idealism is it's just like perfection,
Yeah.
right? So
Hmm.
there's a trick to this Neptunian energy. So the way to go about that, at least for me, what I my experience with it is, you can still work with this have your magic, as Ilunia, this channeler, would say. She said, "May you find your magic." Right? It doesn't mean that you have to balance things, right? And you have your moon in Libra, so you can understand you naturally become very like it's important to have balance, but it is in the 12th house. So you have very strong Pisces tendencies, Neptune and Pisces tendencies, very water. So that means you're much in tune with your emotions, right? So, but also you kind of you add a lot of logic to what you do. If that makes sense. Like you can,
Yes.
yeah. So you kind
Yes.
of rationalize. So you have to balance between the air and the water, and kind of become your own um, I'll work with all the elements in yourself, the archetypal representation of those elements, right? Because it's just really what it is. Um, so what I'm seeing here is because of the experiences with all these, like, I guess you can say, struggles, so to speak, or I don't want to call it struggle because I don't want to bring down the energy, but at the same time they could be still
Mm.
struggles. We shouldn't
Yeah.
resist that they are the fact that they were struggles, but is it us?
Mm.
No. Right? So
Mm.
um what else am I seeing here? So in this path that you're in, you are okay, let's see. Do you are you sometimes afraid of new things? Or do you still fear that? Do you still have fears about that?
This
Trying
is
new
also
things?
something that's come up in the last 2 months, and in the last 2 months I've been actively.
Hmm.
I did something called a past life not past life, sorry, belief repatterning,
Oh,
which
okay.
actually a Canadian boy helped do for me, and he learned it in Canada. I don't know if you've heard
Okay.
of that.
No,
Belief
but
repatterning.
it sounds a bit like Neville Goddard's revisioning process.
I'm not sure. It was done by a lady, and she started this 20 years ago. But then, essentially, like he would tap into my subconscious, and he got to that I have a lot of fear for new things. And we realized new things are just something that I haven't tried yet. So instead of being fear, that actually means that I'm growing because it's something I haven't experienced. So each time I reach that new thing that seems scary, to remind myself that actually this means I'm growing. So I've been doing this for 2 months, but probably it's still the balance of trying to get myself to believe that 100%.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
because you're doing shadow work, you go into the unconscious and the subconscious actually, because otherwise,
Hmm.
when it'll help you move forward for sure. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm seeing here a lot of like challenges when it comes to like you have it's a, it's almost like when you start something new, do you feel like sometimes it's hard to commit to it when it's very scary? And when I say scary, as in out of your comfort zone.
Uh, See, I don't know if it's that or more of maybe it's a self-confidence thing, which links to the other thing you were saying of can I do it? Can I succeed?
Yes.
Because there's a fear of failure.
And rejection.
But do you ever really fail? Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that
Mm.
Capricorn past
Yeah.
life thing, energy, dark archetype showing that you don't want to
Yes.
have your reputation affected, especially with your
Basically, yes.
especially with your Leo in the midheaven. That there's a lot of pride attached to that. So, and I
100%.
yeah, and it's funny. We have Hybris, the asteroid here. It's from Hybris. It's Hybris from the past lives. So you
Hubris.
had issues with those because you wanted to be so, you wanted to look good. You wanted to kind of, and that's okay. We all want to
Hmm.
we all have self-worth stuff to go through.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Let's see here. What I find, again, I think you're doing the right job when it comes to the shadow work.
Hmm.
Have you done any of Teal Swan stuff?
Oh, no, I've never heard that name.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Let me take that
TEAL
down.
and
Teal
Swan. Yeah,
Swan.
like the
Yeah.
color teal and then swan. Yeah, she does a lot of deep
That's
shadow work
beautiful.
stuff. Yeah. Um,
Okay.
you can match that with, if you want, you could match that with
Yeah.
QHHT. I don't know if you've ever done QHHT.
I've actually heard of it once, but I also haven't tried that. QHHT. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. If if you
Thank
can
you.
afford, no problem. I can't afford
Yeah.
QHHT right now, but
Yeah.
um, okay. So,
QHHT. Okay.
hmm,
Let's see.
um,
Let's see. Let's see.
oh, wait, sorry. Let's see. What were you gonna do? Sorry, I'm gonna.
Oh, it's glitching again. I think you're
Am I still?
breaking up slightly.
Can you still
Yeah.
see me? Hello.
No. No. I think I have a QHHT gifted to me somewhere by some friend. That's why I
Okay.
think I know of it, but I never tried it. So I know I can't dig it up.
Okay.
Um, but then I think it's a pre-recorded what. That's still okay, yeah? Maybe.
Uh, they say QHHE is best done when you do it in person, and you
It
allow
is,
for
yeah?
many hours. Yeah. So, because
Okay.
yeah. Let's see what else I
Okay.
can find here when it comes
Cool.
to where you are right now. Okay, so this whole, let me double check this one. Oh, Be open to working with the small mistakes that you make. You
Mm.
know, when you put effort into it, it'll come naturally. We have here the asteroid Pholus. It's actually a centaur. Again, I'm doing this for my channel. Um,
Yeah.
it just means that there's sort of like maybe there's doubts on terms of what the consequences may be based on that. So, because you have like your ascendant in Scorpio. So what happens here also is that in past, in your mother's womb, when you were
Mm.
in vitro, I think that's the word for that. Um, there was a lot of things that were passed on from your mother to you, even your father's side. I think it's stronger through your
Mm.
mother because it's the water side. But again, I'm seeing
Yeah.
here, I don't want to sound negative here, but I'm seeing Hera here, I'm seeing Penelope. There's some sort of like
Yeah. This
narcissism.
is
Sorry, go ahead.
makes sense because it's the sister that's on my mom's side. I have sisters on my dad's and my mom's side
Okay,
that we had this dream, and that was the first time. Um,
okay,
Also, ancestry was coming into place and such. Like this last couple months has been very strange for me. Normally, all my journey has kind of been myself, my shadow work, figuring my shit out, dealing with my shit. The last 3 months, like past lives are like sneaking in like little highs, but I don't get to know anything. And same with this. My sister and I have this dream, and I'm like, but what does that mean? I'm like, okay, I can't know, and then let it go. But I just figured it had to be to do with mom's womb space.
yeah,
Um,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
So one of the things that might help you work with the gifts you have. First of all, I did not state exactly what those gifts specifically were. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Let me go back to here.
That's cool. Are you able to tell? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Um,
cool.
Even though you doubted what your gifts were, you did have them in the past, or rather in
Hmm.
other parallel lives, and you can still access them.
Hmm.
You've done the you've done the FTP program a little bit, right? So you know
Mm-hmm.
when I don't know if you've done any of the meditations or the stuff that Aaron Dowdy does. He's the one who talks about revision.
Yes.
Yeah, he talks about the revisioning process. So it
Yes.
just ties in with what Bashar says. He's like every moment you have a choice. Every moment you're a different you. You're a different you. You're a different you. Every second, every choice you make. So yeah, but so the gifts that I'm seeing here is you do know how to work with conflict, and you can use you can re basically you're revising your beliefs around money. One of
Mm-hmm.
them
That's
is
currently true.
yeah, so revise that by going into what else is abundance. As Bashar puts it,
Hmm.
there's no such thing as lack. There's only
Oh,
abundance. So if you
what
trust
else is
in lack,
abundance?
if you trust in lack, that means that's what's going to be abundant. But again, we live in a third
Hmm.
dimensional world, right? We're souls in a
Yes.
physical form. We're not the opposite. So we have to live in this world by saying that it's really shadow work stuff too. So
Hmm.
by admitting that and making it into practice that things do take time in the physical world in matter,
Hmm.
you have to continue and do that. I don't know if you know Bashar's formula. I mean, it's not really. I don't. He calls it a formula,
No.
but
I
it's a guideline.
I don't know Brashaw. I don't know Brashaw. Can you spell that name for me as well?
Bashar.
Bashar.
He's yeah. He's the higher self of Daryl Anka. Daryl Anka.
Ooh, higher self.
The channeler is Daryl Anka.
Dara.
The
That's so
Darryl
cool.
Anka. YL.
Darayl.
No,
Oh,
YL.
YL.
Just
Okay. Yeah.
DARYL. Yeah. Anka.
Okay.
ANKA.
That's cool.
Yep.
ANKA.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Okay.
So
Thank you.
you're welcome. Let's see here. Um, you were also, I guess, able to. You have a potential for being a leader. Actually, your midheaven is in Leo, so yes, leadership is part of that, but also shining, right? Um, but in terms of the gifts as well, going back to this one, I don't know if you were into horses or you were a jockey or an equestrian. You like the mountains, that's for sure. That ties in with the Capricorn thing, but probably a doctor as
Yes.
well. So you are
Oh, wow.
specifically like an eye doctor, possibly.
This is
Um,
interesting because I've had eye problems.
okay. So your soul chose to learn to experience that this life.
Hmm.
So
And then I think I was naughty because I went for LASIK eye surgery.
ah, it's okay. Compassion. Compassion is
It's okay.
yeah,
Compassion.
it's
I
okay.
know. I know.
Um, what else do
Okay.
we have here? Conjoined. Yeah, you were a twin. You must have lost a
I was a
twin.
twin
Yeah, you must have lost a twin because I'm seeing her conjoined things or connecting. So I'm like thinking
in
of
a
like
past life,
yeah,
or
yeah, past life
yeah,
or early life. I don't know. I feel like it's past life rather than early life because I don't see it in early life stuff. But I feel
yeah,
like something happened. Something
yeah,
I don't want to say violent, but yes.
yes.
Yeah. So there's something
Okay.
you were split apart. Something happened. I don't know if you were conjoined through your skin or your bones. Um,
Hmm.
and then there was some sort of split happening there. Some sort of, I
Hmm.
guess it could have been violent or an accident could have happened.
Yeah.
So you were a twin.
Okay.
You could also have been, you were definitely a healer. You could also have been
Okay.
let's see here, like a sort of a guide, a person who's helping people love, like find love or rather connect to the divine. So it could be like a
Yeah.
priest, someone most likely with the gift of tongues. If you grew up Christian or Catholic, you've heard of the
Hmm.
gift of tongues or that kind of
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Uh, Again, you could have
Yeah.
been a priest. So you're very good with your words, but in this life you're doubting it. But in the past life, I would say you
Mm.
can go back into that. Um,
Wow.
so
So one
you,
can access gifts from past lives.
yes, you can, because they're not really
Didn't know
past. They're
that.
yeah, they're here
Oh,
now.
okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, yeah,
Fair enough. Okay.
yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, so
Okay.
someone religious, someone who's also maybe like a magician as well, like a like illusionist kind of magician. I'm not sure.
That's cool. That
Mm-hmm.
would make sense to me.
Yeah. You also became
uh,
like a widow or a widower. Um,
okay.
ooh,
This also makes sense. I, for some reason, think it's with the current relationship I'm in.
okay.
I think in a past life, I think we were somehow separated by something, and I think for some reason he died.
Ooh, sorry to hear that. But yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, sorry, but I have to honor that.
No, it's okay.
Um, the other thing too is that maybe fame wasn't such a big thing for you, but you could have been popular back then as well, like a hero of some sort, a
Yeah.
savior of some sort. Okay, very good with
Yeah.
relationships. Something to do with fire. Let's double
Hmm.
check here. Ooh, enemies. Probably has a lot of. No, no, wait, not enemies. Sorry. Ah, uh, you were in literature, science, arts, poetry,
Wow.
um, some sort of mimetic theory of art, sort of mimesis, mimicry. So
This is
imitation.
wonderful. Yeah,
Yeah,
this all resonates to things that I enjoy, like reading about now, literature, science, arts.
there you go.
Um,
Yeah.
I love doing arts, like at least once a week, even though I've never studied or done it.
Okay.
I just do it for fun. There's some on my wall.
So you must. Do you like? You must be drawn or somehow have a connection with animals that mimic sound. Animals that create
I love
sound.
sound.
Okay.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So you were definitely an
But
eye doc.
animals and
Sorry, animals. Go
oh,
ahead.
sorry.
No, no, animals. Go ahead.
Oh, animals I love in general. Like I'm forever greeting them in the day, saying hi to them.
Ooh.
Yeah, animals and trees. I feel like more connected to animals and trees sometimes than
Oh,
people.
interesting.
Yeah,
Okay, that kind of makes
yeah.
sense. It is that still ties in with the animalistic representation of Capricorn and also Cancer.
Oh,
So yeah, there's the
okay.
similarities. Um, you must
Hmm.
have also played like a string instrument. Um,
Ooh.
definitely royalty of some sort, or royalty or noble. You must have been like a noble person. So you have all
Wow.
these
Okay.
abilities that you can bring to your life now that you can bring back
Yeah.
later. So music is one of them for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And nutrition is one of them. The whole singing thing, the whole sound thing started to come back. So I feel like there's something that's that tied with what did we say earlier? Um,
Not eye doctor.
yeah, the eye stuff. Yeah. So it's something to do with the
Yes.
eyes. So in this case, if it's eyes, it doesn't necessarily mean like it's literal eyes. It could be your third eye. It could be the other eye dimension.
Oh, that could be cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is cool. This is cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I feel like eye doctor would be helping people see things a little bit clearly. No, and I feel like I do this every day.
There you
With
go.
chats with people after yoga, I get them to change perspectives.
There you go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nutrition, I'm also doing daily. I'm currently created something to eat in a way that supports a yoga teacher's diet and a woman's cycle. So it's for female yoga
Ah,
teachers.
makes sense.
I've been
Yeah.
writing a recipe book for myself, but
Mm-hmm.
like there's some little voice that keeps saying, "You should share this. You should share this."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "But
Yeah.
I'm shy, and who am I? I'm 24. What recipes have I cooked?
Well,
How can I?"
you can always. Here's the thing about. Here's the magic thing about. Can you see me? Can you see me?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
I
there's
can
a
see you.
magic thing about this Capricorn energy. Rather, it's Saturn
Yeah.
energy also. Is that Saturn is actually tied to fear, but Saturn is also tied to faith.
Mm.
Faith.
Wow.
By faith, it means that when you bide your time, and you know this, you
Yeah.
have your ascendant in Scorpio, your
Mm.
whole embodiment of the Scorpio energy is it's
Mm.
you can be patient, right? So by
Mm.
having that whole
Yes.
thing, like I don't know if I have this, I don't know, just go for it. If you follow your highest
Mm.
excitement in any given moment,
Yeah.
remember that's
Yes.
Bashar's formula
Yes.
is follow your highest excitement uh, and take it as far as you can with no expectation whatsoever of the outcome. You completely just let it go.
Wow.
And when I say, and when he says
Wow.
highest excitement,
That's beautiful.
he doesn't
Wait,
mean,
can you repeat
oh,
that?
sorry, um,
Follow your
highest
highest.
excitement, taking it as far as you
Mm.
can with no expectations or insistence of what the outcome ought to be, like at all.
Yeah.
And being excited doesn't necessarily mean that you're jumping up and down. It means that you are, you could be eating bread, you could be
Mm.
just breathing
Yes.
the air, you could be waking up, whatever it is, brushing your teeth, hanging out with a friend, writing, any single thing, anything and everything, and anywhere and everywhere. That could be a high excitement.
Yeah.
When you prioritize that, things will flow better.
Wow. Okay. That's beautiful.
So
That's beautiful because I'm thinking in the times in the last 3 months when I have followed that, the outcomes that have come have been wonderful.
there you go.
But I don't always because my brain gets busy of actually, but you have washing to do, or you have no,
Uh,
or
well, he does say that if you didn't get it done that day, it wasn't meant to be done.
it wasn't meant to be done.
Yeah, because
Fair
it's just,
enough. Okay.
things are just
Yeah.
things as the way they are, right? As humans, we have labels. So,
Yeah.
and I can see that there's you have like these huge tendencies for control, and that's okay. I'm not. There's no judgment there.
Hmm.
It's more like, why do you do that? Why do you have that tendency?
Hmm.
Why do you go into that tendency? Like, you,
Yes.
yeah, right. So
Yes. I find that's what blocks life, and probably that's what's blocking my abundance because I'm trying to take it for myself as opposed to let go.
yeah, and you don't have to always completely let go.
Yeah.
There is a gift to be mined in every aspect of that. So that means that
Hmm.
what you have here is a huge um um I'm looking at your chart quickly, I'm looking at the four cardinal signs. You do have a lot of initiative,
Yeah.
but what happens is that your initiative kind of gets scattered when it's sort of like you're battling the stories in the mind of the, I call it unhealthy ego, not just ego, unhealthy
Yes.
ego.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair. Yes. Fair. Yes.
Where it's you want to do something or you want to get into it, but then you're worried that, is it out of my comfort zone? It's a sense of like, I don't have sort of consistency or security. This is your path here where you're learning about those things, but at the same time, what can you let go, right?
Mm.
What can you be sort of more uh, daredevilly towards? Like you have that daredevil side, you have that kind of risk-taking side, but you also have your secure side, you also have your emotional side, you have your caring side. All of those things, exactly what shadow work does. So embrace all of them.
Yeah.
There's a quote by
Mm.
Rumi. He says it's a long line, it's a long quote, but he says that he welcomed every guest that came to his house, and he treated them with
Mm.
honor and reverence or something like that. And it's a long quote. Rumi, Rumi? You've heard of the
Mm.
Persian?
I think I have heard of this name. Yeah,
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 he's
yeah.
a Persian philosopher or poet and
Mm.
something. Anyways, so he says
Poet.
so.
Yeah.
Invite
Philosopher.
everything into your house, and just welcome them. Don't judge it.
Cute.
Don't judge it. Yeah, integration. This is
Yes.
part of your path as well.
Mm.
You are here to integrate those
Yeah.
lessons, especially when it comes to self worth. You have huge self
Mm.
worth. It's like
Yes.
it's like you have to prove yourself
Yes.
to work. But let me ask you this:
Yes.
why do you feel the need to? Where do you feel humans in general, or even yourself, find the need
Yeah.
to prove something? What is that? What is the gift behind that? Because sometimes even that we resist. We're like, I don't want to prove anything to
Why
anyone.
do I need proof?
Yes, but what's the gift behind that? Why self worth? Why prove yourself worthy? How do you feel about that?
Because it solidifies the belief, no, of being self-worthy, and like also like you can accomplish something.
Yeah,
Um, maybe. And each time it'll make it easier. So more and more you do it, eventually you won't need to do it. It'll
exactly,
just be happening automatically.
exactly. So there's a
Okay.
sort of an elevational process to that, if you want to call it that way, where
Yeah.
when you get into self worth, you can go into the charm behind it, because self-worth, there's something when we value something, we find it kind of like
Yes.
alluring, right? It's very attractive, like ooh. So but instead of
Hmm.
it being external, how do you make it internal,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So how do you, right? So
Yes.
you've heard of this before. It's like look inward, da, da, da. But let's reword it
Yeah.
a little bit and say, and let's go even beyond that. How do you start trusting your ability to create your own value within yourself, not just within yourself, but your actual source itself?
Hmm. Hmm.
Isn't that creativity?
Hmm. Creativity.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's what built this. That's what built all these things that we have today. But it took time, took millions of
Yeah.
years, billions of years. But it's little moments of these
Yeah.
things. And as Bashar usually says, he says, "You are eternal. Don't
Hmm.
what is this? You don't need to rush or something like this. There's no rush. You are
Hmm.
eternal being."
There's the rush.
Yeah, because that's,
Hmm.
again, we're attached to this right here, right? So let's go into
Yeah.
the whole gifts again, right? So so in this life, let's see what we have here. Because you have those gifts, what you want to do is you want to balance all those things with what you're going into the future. One of them is
Yeah.
being able to accomplish what you need to accomplish, but through your I guess you can say your instincts. So trust your instincts a little bit more. Trust your intuition and your
Hmm.
instincts. So that what I call the inner intelligence, or better yet, your primordial sovereignty.
Primordial sovereignty. That's
Yes.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you can actually substantiate things. You can actually manifest them without having to try. But you're being called to do that. Um, watching what is true for you personally, but also like what your soul is looking for. So trust that sexual energy
Yeah.
that you have. Sexual energy isn't sex, really. Sexual energy is
Yeah.
that primordial. I don't know if you've heard of
Oh, I
in
don't know that.
in quantum physics they talk about the what did is that one? Deepak Chopra, he talks about the vacuum.
Oh, I haven't heard about that. No.
So it's something quantum vacuum or something like that. But basically, it's where
Yeah.
atoms come from.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. So you do a lot
Hmm.
of spiritual stuff. Like, when you meditate, do you also, I mean, first of all, do you feel like when you meditate, do you feel like it's something you just do, like it's some sort of routine?
Uh, no, you see, I don't know if I necessarily meditate. The only time I meditate is after yoga. And then it's for a couple of minutes, and then obviously I've cultivated the stillness in yoga. Yoga itself is also spiritual practice.
Yes.
Something I tend to do more is something I call contemplation, which is like sitting as if I'm meditating, but with active goals or questions or thoughts. Or sometimes I'll journal and then like I don't know who or what I'm channeling or if it's my higher self or this or that, but I'll also get like everything I need for the day or
Yeah,
for the
and
situation I'm
yeah,
in.
exactly. It doesn't have to be
Yes.
anything else but just that in the moment. You can be
Yes.
meditative
And
all the time. Exactly.
so then yeah, then it is a meditation, I would say.
It is,
So
yeah,
yes,
and it is
yes,
challenging for many humans. For most humans, it's like
yes.
all this stuff in the mind.
It was.
Yeah. Okay,
It
there.
was at a point.
Uh
It
huh.
was at a point, I would say this year. This year, maybe 6 months. Since moving to Sri Lanka, to be honest. Sri Lanka, I think I've had to face most of my biggest challenges. I also wasn't planning to move here. I was supposed to be here for 1 month and leave and go back to a paying job and all these other things. And universe was like, you're not leaving, you're staying. And I'm like, staying on my exchange position. Okay. Let's see.
Well,
Oh,
at least you
yes.
hear your guides more often than I'm kind of like,
Mm,
okay, cool.
yes.
I just kind of
Yes.
like for me my guides don't necessarily speak loudly. I They wait for me to be like
Mm, yes.
shh. They wait for me to shut up. It's like
They wait for you to be, yes. I find that is one of the messages the one day, because sometimes I hear them more loudly than others. And the one day when I could hear them especially loud, I asked them, I was like, why can't I hear you every day? Like, and
uh-huh.
why sometimes when I try to hear you, are you just not there? And then they were like,
There's
well, that's you're forcing, and also you haven't cleared your vessel for us to speak through you. And I'm
exactly.
like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean clear? And then they were saying things like nutrition,
Uh-huh.
things like grounding, things like yoga, things like the conversations I'm having with people, which is why I stopped wanting to speak to many people because I would fall into unconscious conversations, if that makes sense.
You sort of okay, got it. Well,
Yes.
here's the gift behind the Scorpio energy. Um,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it this way. I don't know if you've already felt this one before, but you know the whole biding your time sort of feel where you just in. Have you tried meditating in darkness
No. Uh, no.
and then
No.
also meditating in front of a mirror?
No. Both of those, no.
Okay. No, I wouldn't go right into it. Ask people who've done this before.
Yeah.
I haven't myself, but I have meditated in darkness
Yes.
before. But what you can do
Okay.
is like use that as an opportunity to just not only be in the meditative state per se, but kind of if any emotions come up, this is what Teal Swan does. She says, allow for it. Allow for it. And
Okay.
just like and see what
Okay.
messages come through. It's usually through the emotions is where you get the messages in any given moment. Because your
Okay.
guides don't have to tell you what to do necessarily, and they don't necessarily have to come to you in any of your prayers. They can come
Yes.
through other people as well. You know that.
Yes, I have seen this multiple times with my mom who's not on the journey, and when I need help and I call her, she gives me some answers that I couldn't even think of. And I'm like, what have you been reading, lady? And I'm like, it can only be a guide speaking through her. There
Exactly.
is nothing else.
Exactly. So so
So, yeah.
many ways they can come through, many signs, many ways.
Yes. But
Okay.
sometimes we forget that. Sometimes we're
Yeah,
so
that's true.
silly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's brave of you to actually go into although it kind of becomes natural for you in a way, it's one of your natural abilities to go into hermit mode. Not to say that
Yes.
it's yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, this feels like a gift though. This is
It
to me
is. It is a
wonderful. I
gift.
feel
It is a
so
gift.
zen and at bliss. Like now,
Absolutely.
even the place where I'm staying, now I am earning at a paid position, and I've moved to this place. It's literally the last road at the end of the jungle. So at the end of my day, when I'm done with yoga and done with this, there's no one driving past me. We're the last house at the last road, and then there's just jungle. And I'm like, this is where I can be my little hermit self,
That's cool. That's cool. And then
which is nice.
exactly. And then
Yeah.
combine that with using that time to what Eckhart Tolle says. If you when you go into the
Mm.
present moment, into the now, at an optimal
Yes.
state before you even, or even if you're not in a like say large city or where there's a lot of noises, a lot of chatter, and a lot of negative energies or whatever it is. I call it constrictive energies, not negative, because when we say negative, we right away label as bad. There's no such thing as
It's
good or
bad.
bad. It
Yes.
is
Good or
expansive
bad.
and constrictive. It's actually a triplicity.
Negative.
It's there's
It should put.
there's the expansive energy, there's the neutral energy,
Yeah.
and then there's the constrictive energy, meaning not
Well,
energy per se.
interesting.
Yeah. So when we're
Okay.
trying to decide, when we're trying to go
Yes.
into an action because we're in physical form, this is the
Yes.
recipe for manifestation. Is in the physical form, action is
Yes.
you can have belief, you can have thought, but if you don't put in action with all those things, yeah, you get that. Um,
Yes.
so yeah, there's it's a
Yes.
triplicity. So, but the
Okay.
majority of it is expansive. But the dark
Mm.
side, so to speak, the dark side, is an opportunity for us to learn from naturally, right? So, tying it
Mm.
back to what we said here, let's go into something a little bit more concrete, kind of, because I know you like that. Uh,
Mm.
let's see here. Do you work with? Okay, let me double check here. Sorry, one second. Do you work with a lot?
All
Are you
good.
starting to work a lot with water?
Um, no, but I am noticing that I do love being near it more and more. Whereas
Yes.
before I thought I was more of a mountainy, foresty person. Now I'm realizing I love those forests and mountains more when there's rivers or waterfalls in
Exactly.
them.
You're following your path. That's
Yes.
exact. That's awesome. That's wonderful. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That could also
Yeah.
means like that could also mean like working with anything related to water, not just for you, but like how you because this
Yeah.
energy that you get from past lives is that you do want to share
Hmm.
wisdom to the world. You do want the world to be a better place.
Yes.
But this time you're being called
Yes.
towards feeding yourself, filling your cup so that you could be of some sort of service in your own way. You don't
Yes.
necessarily have to help others literally.
Oh, one moment, you're breaking up.
Oh, am I there? Am I?
Okay.
Yeah,
Your video
yeah.
is frozen.
Oh,
Mm,
it's okay.
let's see, but I think I can hear you,
Okay,
so
that's
I
okay.
think
We'll
that's
keep talking.
okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Because it's being recorded, I'll put it in the YouTube channel and then you'll see it.
Oh, perfect. I can rewatch it. I was gonna ask you, is there a way for me to maybe go back to see some of these things?
Yeah,
Okay,
sure. Yeah.
that's cool.
Let's see here.
Thank
Okay.
you.
What about, let's see. In this life, you'll probably, because it's tied to water, flowers. Any sort of
Yeah.
flowers, any sort of plants, fragrances. Like, I know you said you're close to trees, you feel closer
This
to
is
trees. This is,
cute. So yes, I feel very, in all honesty, I love all the elements. So like if one's missing, I think that must come with the balance thing. I just realized that maybe
okay.
because I love water, I love air, I love fire, I love lighting
Oh, good.
candles, I love,
Okay, there you go.
yes, grounding.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you're also definitely being called to some sort of leadership position. Not necessarily being a leader of someone, but being what do you call this?
Yes.
What do you call this? What do you call that? Sorry, I lost my train of
Mm,
thought here. Leading by
that's
example.
okay.
Leading by
Yes.
example.
So this is some of this has come up. This is where I said it needs to be, or not, it needs to be the message of you need to be okay with being seen,
Okay.
um, has been coming up because in order to teach people, people need to see
Yes.
you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, and not just see like you, but like all like with that, it's like if you're holding on to essentially when you start leading people, they will also see into your shadows. So then like your shadow work increases because if you're going to be wearing any masks when you teach them, they're going to see that,
Yeah.
and you need to be okay with people calling you out on that. And I'm like, oh, what? Like I already call myself out on my own shit. Now you want people to call me out? Not necessarily that they will, but like it's
I
possible
know.
people being people.
Yeah.
And I think universe is just trying to prep me. And I'm like, I'm just a girl.
Oh, that's the
Oh,
physical form that you're in. Your soul chose to do that,
yes.
literally. But I mean,
I know,
yeah,
I know.
yeah. Because usually when you think of things we want to go into, right away, it's normal for the human conditioned individual or the conditioned human, to go into the outcome right
Hmm.
away. But it takes
Hmm.
time. Like this, there's a scene from Doctor Strange. He says, "How do I get from
Yeah.
here to you where you are? How did you put back bone by bone? How did you put a body back bone by bone? Years of study." So it doesn't have to be years of study
Hmm.
per se, but it does
Hmm.
take time.
That also is a message of commitment because there's a lot of things I've changed on, a lot of things I've learned on.
Exactly.
And then, like, I keep looking for new things because I love being entertained and learning, but universe is also saying, hey, kind of commit to what you have. You've got a lot.
Yes.
Practice, practice,
Exactly.
practice.
Yes. Right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Mm.
Right. And sometimes
Yeah.
this is one
So
of
that
the
does make sense.
yeah, this is one of the rules I have for myself now. I said, even if
Hmm.
you don't commit to something on a constant basis, just go back to it,
Mm.
right?
100%. And even if you go back, I find every time I go back, there's something I didn't see before or
Exactly.
I wasn't ready to
Exactly.
understand before.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
for
Awesome.
sure.
There's something else
Yay.
that I noticed here, and I don't know if this
Cool.
resonates with you. Maybe I don't know if it's a possibility. I don't know. Multiple partners, because this is tied to Varuna. And again, remember,
Yeah.
this isn't saying that you will this will happen. You choose your path. You're just being guided to
Hmm.
it. It's just like that whole like, I don't believe in that fate and free will are separate. They're one and the same thing, two sides of the same coin.
Hmm.
So, like for
Hmm.
example, you cannot deny the fact that you're in a physical body. What you do with it, that's the
Hmm.
free will. The fate is the body. So,
Hmm.
so in this case, it's free will. But I just thought I'd bring it up. But something about either getting engaged, getting married, not necessarily married, but engaged here. I don't know. There's something about this one. It could be a past life thing. I'm not sure. Or
Yeah.
learning from
What do
that.
you mean, like getting engaged and married? So this is like I don't know. The current boyfriend and I have spoken about this, which is crazy because we've only been dating 3 months.
Okay.
But my brain is like, why not? Why not? Everything is just like I can't exclude. It's not like other relationships I've been in, and I'm like, okay, why not?
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, there is a trick to this where I can look up if there's an asteroid named after what that has his name. I can see what
Oh,
he's
maybe.
yeah, I can see what he's like for you. I don't want to.
Maybe I have the birthday, I have the birth time, I have everything.
Okay, well, let's focus.
If you like.
Mm, you want to do that next time? We could do that next time because I don't want to. Oh, what time is it
Yes,
here?
okay,
Yeah.
okay. That would be cute. Then
Or
you've got episode two and episode two.
sure. Yeah,
Stay
yeah, yeah.
tuned. Stay
Yeah.
tuned, guest.
And it's good practice for me too. So
Sweet.
thank you. I appreciate that. But
That's
okay, cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Um,
Sweet. Okay.
awesome. Sorry, I don't mean has been difficult sometimes. Okay, let's keep moving. Oh,
Okay.
and also working on things that are of you. One of the things you also want to work on is your soul wants to can work on. Again, it's a possibility. Is
Hmm.
um, oh, by the way, before I continue, even though there's the engagement stuff, it also includes some sort of annulments. It doesn't have to be necessarily mean like a separation
What's
from
an
a relationship.
annulment?
Um, it's kind of like divorce, but
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
Catholic Church they call it annulment, but
yeah.
I call it
Oh,
yeah. It's
okay.
just what it's called. So, anyways, that's
Separation of.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm not trying to predict anything. I'm just saying if
Hmm.
something like that happens, it just means that there's
Okay.
cohesion and release. This it's like going. It's
Yes.
okay. It's partnered.
Yes.
Um.
I feel like this could make sense though if it is someone from a past life that's coming now, because either way he had to like resolve and because
Yes.
I'm convinced that this is past life because everything is mirrored. Like even just like if we look at each other, everything is mirrored. Every freckle on him is mirrored in opposite on me, and I'm like, that's weird. That's so weird. Even birthmarks
Ooh.
completely mirrored, and I'm like, that's weird. That's so weird, no?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Well,
yeah.
yes,
But also
yes and no.
intriguing,
Yes,
intriguing. It's
exactly,
like a puzzle piece to me, which I
exactly.
quite like because it feels like we're perfect puzzle pieces. So I'm like, yeah, probably we had to, whatever we did before, whatever we got up to, we either had to transcend or to decide no more. Um, maybe. That's what my brain goes to.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's all fine. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, so there's that stuff, but there's also the possibility
Hmm.
of having multiple children, having a progeny, specifically a progeny.
What's a
Um,
progeny?
Basically your descendant, but it has a feeling of like you're proud of them, like you're like, oh, that's my progeny. It's my work of art, and that's my child. Yeah, kind of that
So
feeling.
yes, because I've been aware like there is a child coming into my picture, and I've been aware of this for a couple years, and like she can be picked up in my aura by some people, um, even though. Oh, wait, you froze.
Oh, sure, sure. It's
Can you
fine.
hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Keep
Oh,
going.
you can hear me.
See.
So yeah, she could be. So I knew this before, and like she has a name and everything.
Oh.
And then afterwards, like when I had a reading done by a lady, she could pick her up as well. And then after coming to Sri Lanka, where I thought there would only be one,
Mhm.
there's a second name that's been coming up, and I'm like, hmm. And then after speaking to someone else as well, like somehow that one has gone to two, and I'm like, okay, I think it could be two. And then there's the idea of somehow maybe it's twins, but I don't know.
Oh, that shows up in your chart. Well, you never know, but yeah, that's
We never know.
yeah,
Let's see, let's see,
yeah,
let's see.
that's right, that's right. It could also mean that your partner is kind of like your twin. I just want to share this
Yeah,
video that I saw. Not video, but
cool.
this thing I got, the message I got with, you know how twin flames get a bad rep. It's like, oh, if you have a twin
Uh,
flame, you'll you have so much passion. Yeah, have you heard of this?
no,
Oh,
I,
okay.
I somehow have not. I have
Okay.
not.
Then if you
That's why I
haven't,
don't know about too much about twin flames and what.
it's okay. It's stereotyped to be like
Yeah.
kind of like you're such a match for each other, you have so much passion and lust and all that stuff that but it's so extreme and so full of, heat that you eventually don't get along. But that's not true. Twin flame just means that because they
Yes.
mirror you completely,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So it's a choice both for on both parties. It's a choice for
Hmm.
both parties to actually work on that relationship,
Hmm.
right?
Because the mirror, that's shadow work daily.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And you
Is what I
embrace.
noticed with him. Yeah.
There you go. Oh, awesome. So,
Yeah.
embracing both your divine feminine and your divine masculine, because otherwise it's just gonna be
Hmm.
like, um, like
Yes.
yeah, those kind of human stuff, right? So, yeah.
Hmm.
Anyways, um,
Hmm.
yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to bring that up. So there's something about twin flames, but anyways, it is tied
Hmm.
to progenies, descendants also. Also, or you could also be
That's
working
cool.
on lineage as well. It is tied to the Cancer energy here. So
Okay.
yeah, so it could be looking into your past, your ancestry, which you actually mentioned earlier. I now I realize that now.
Hmm.
Okay. Um. Mm,
Here.
I think it.
Um,
Yep.
Apologies, if we could tie up in the next couple minutes, because I need to go to the doctor
Sure. 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 Sure.
to go check my bloods. Yeah.
Sure. Not a problem.
Thank you, thank you,
Okay.
thank you.
Um. Yeah, there's a lot to go through because of what I'm going through. Okay, so basically, a lot of it is
Yeah,
like the general energy of this one is something to do with being like I'm not saying you should be like a mother, but like a homebody.
yeah.
Um,
This I resonate with. I can feel this, like, I have so much love to give. And, like, even all these pictures that you see, most of them are with me and little children that live in the street with me.
okay.
Um, yeah.
Okay. Well,
So that's like a homebody essentially because they're my community.
okay. Good.
Yeah,
Let's see here.
this makes sense.
What else do I see here? Don't worry about mistakes. Again, you're into healing, medicine, something about
Mm.
arrows.
Hmm.
Arrows, like sort of like kind of that kind of stuff, which ties into your past life, which is about horses. So there's something about horse riding and arrows, archery.
Crosswording? Maybe, yeah, like some sort of. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Okay.
places where there's donations or maybe some sort of nonprofit sort of stuff. Working with the law as well, where it's unenforced or unimposed laws. Okay, more
Sorry, unenforced?
unimposed or unenforced.
Unenforced
Natural,
laws.
and also working with natural law. That's you mentioned. We talked about
And
the
nature,
nature. Exactly.
yes.
So working with that kind of
Mm,
stuff. Crystals. I don't know if you work with crystals, working magic power
yes.
crystallization. Okay. Uh,
Yes.
again, water. Let's see here. Frequencies. Um,
Yes. That's my sound.
okay. Okay. Um,
There's a lot that I've been now motivated, thank you, with because like music and playing an instrument, I have wanted to learn for the longest time, but I always thought it would be too difficult, it would be too long. I didn't learn when I was little, and I'm like, oh, I'm so silly, and I'm just blocking it. There's a reason I want to learn.
well,
Wow.
if you need help with that, what kind of instrument were you drawn to?
Um, Honestly, maybe like I saw my friend playing a little ukulele, and I thought it was the most adorable thing in the
Okay.
world.
Cool. Cool.
Um,
Um,
yeah,
yeah,
I wonder.
I'm new to the classical guitar, so I've been
Ooh.
yeah. So
All guitar. It was guitar before I saw my friend play a ukulele.
okay, okay, okay.
So the whole time when I wanted to play an instrument, I was thinking guitar, and then maybe 2 years ago I saw my friend play a ukulele, and I was like, "That's so adorable and little and cute." And I see that guy somewhere over the rainbow. That what's his name? I think he's from Hawaii. That guy.
Hmm.
Do you know that song?
That's the Hawaiian guy. I know who you're
Yes.
talking about. Yes, 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 yeah, 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 yeah,
Yes, and I was like, that's so cute.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the one. Yeah.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
exactly.
Um,
Oh,
I wanted to quickly finish here with. It's not technical. It's
perfect.
not actually finished. It's never really finished.
It's
Um,
never.
no, it's not.
That's so cool. That's
No,
so
even I
cool.
look at my chart all the time. So another
Yeah.
thing is to look
Wow.
into something like because this is in the eighth house. Watch out for like things with your heart. Watch out for those kind of things,
Yeah.
heart related stuff. Okay,
Heart related stuff. Okay.
watch out for that stuff. There's many things to
Yeah.
talk about when it comes to that. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever worked with. It says here mortals and mortality. So there's something to do with the dying. I don't know if you've any done anything related to past, not past
Once
life. Yeah, go ahead.
people that have passed,
Yes.
once again, this has never come into my bubble until maybe this specifically, maybe 3 weeks ago. There was a in my sleep between waking and sleep because I was thinking I was asleep, but then I was sure that I was awake. I met my boyfriend's grandpa, who
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know that he had a grandpa that passed until I asked him, like, your grandpa on your dad's side, he's not here anymore, is he? And he's like, no, he's not. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with me? Like, and like, why are you waking up? Why are you waking me up at 3 a.m. when I'm trying to sleep? I was kind of scared. That was scary for me.
I don't.
So,
It can.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
yes.
I don't know if mediumship is part of this one, but you could be some sort of a guide as well. I don't know. There's lots of things here. The teachers. Oh, the water comes back up again. Um,
I wonder.
family fortune, inheritance. There's something about daughters.
Yeah. Interesting.
Daughters.
Interesting.
Uh-huh. So like tests, maternity tests, or kind of that kind of stuff. This is an important one. Again, working with animals. That's a big one.
That's
Um,
wonderful.
yeah. So
Oh
looking
my
for.
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually forgot. You said something about horses, and
Yes.
it completely slipped my mind. And I just remembered now that in my first year of my spiritual journey, I was convinced my path was to somehow link spirituality and horses and to help people heal through horses and maybe
I've seen
connecting with
that before.
horses.
I've seen that before. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I let it slip because I thought maybe that was like just me in the moment. I was in love with horses, but I completely forgot. And then I found all these other things like Reiki and this and that, and completely forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
but I was living on a property with horses when this happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you
so
go.
it links from a past life, maybe that love and that.
With
Okay.
this one's also more in your life now, your path ahead. So could still be something.
Oh,
I mean, if it resonates with you,
yes.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
let's see what else here.
Wow.
What else did Maya say here? Working with natives of the land, like again with nature, working with it.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, kind of like being a messenger, kind of some sort, but a leader with a message. I feel like it's tied to that. There's something about messages here.
Mm.
What else here? Again, working with herbs and medicine, nutrients. The
Mm.
stones is coming back up again. Okay. I don't know if you're familiar with which we can add more next on for
Oh,
another
sorry.
third.
Wait, you broke up one moment. I'm familiar with
No, I was saying that I don't know if you are familiar with any of the intergalactic stuff.
minimal,
Universe? No?
but
Okay.
some of it, yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Aliens have
So,
actually I say minimal, but they've also popped into my journey, and I was convinced like they were watching me at some point in time.
okay. So there are two there are two constellational areas or whatever that are part Sirius and Pleiades.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sirius and Pleiades. Sirius is the one that comes up in my head.
Okay. So look into Pleiadians. The Pleiadians were in different constellations. I'm new to galactic astrology, and it's a whole new
Yeah.
level of astrology. But we can do that another time.
Okay.
That's totally fine.
Perfect. This
Mm-hmm.
is so much fun. I love this. We can do this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh,
I'll
thank you.
definitely work with you on this one too.
Really.
Um,
Thank you.
let's see here. I think that's about it. Because we're pretty
Okay,
much out of
cool.
time, I'll let you go. You have to go do your thing. Let's
Perfect.
see. I'm just
Yeah.
looking at. Did you have any questions before we go?
No, I am happy. I am so happy with this. Thank you so much.
Oh, good. I thought
This
I
is
didn't
so
do much, but that's
cool.
fine. That's good. I'm.
No, no, no. I'm really, really happy. There's a lot that like things I've questioned about and like certain things that I enjoy, and I'm like, oh, actually, I really do. Like it is confirmed, and like I could, um, like this music thing. Now I'm intrigued to go see if I can find a secondhand guitar somewhere, or ukulele. Although I don't know if I'll find a ukulele in Sri Lanka, but maybe a secondhand
Well,
guitar.
well.
Um,
Have you ever thought about? Okay, let me stop this first. Okay. All right. So, uh, it kind of had to rush it near the end. The person had to leave. Probably, I don't know if you saw that. But I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions regarding the actual reading itself, like what do these asteroids mean and all that stuff, right? Go ahead, let me know in the comments below. And I think that's it. Things are kind of self-explanatory, I hope. I go into a lot of details, but I don't want to kind of babble on. I just hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was kind of informative. Um, Let me know if you have any comments or questions below. And yeah, and don't forget to also subscribe and like the video. I will see you guys later. Bye.